Hey, this is ObeliskLPs and I'm recording Skyrim. Now, I know I've lost a little bit of footage from the last time I recorded. That is because I went and I was going to redub it into a new format so that it would actually be uploadable to YouTube, and I realized that it was glitchy. Extremely glitchy. I don't know what the problem with it was, but it didn't sound right. Everything was skipping and it was horrid. So, when I last left off, I was trying to find my way to Bleak Falls Barrow, which I managed to do. That is why I'm now at Bleak Falls Barrow. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm done trying to maintain this facade of being super recording person. I'm done trying to be Seamus PKC and all those. I'm just going to be myself and record like I normally would. Oh, a skeever. I'm tempted to take the woodcutter's axe, even though I don't know if it's useful for anything. I've read all this before. I broke a lockpick. And wouldn't you guess? I didn't even need to turn any. It was already at the place that I needed to be. Come on, I'm almost at level 2. Why can't they just let me get there already? Search the barrier and take the gold. I left without taking the gold. That's always a problem, leaving without taking the gold. Those two are empty. Another skeever, but all they ever have is skeever tails. Skeever tails, last time I looked, aren't worth much of anything. Potion of my Magicka, on the other hand, that's worth something. Now, I don't know whether or not I'm going to keep up with the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Let's Play.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Just because it felt like I wasn't really getting it. I felt like I was getting nowhere fast with it. And like it was going to take a million and one episodes before I'd even gotten halfway through the game. Which would make sense with Grand Theft Auto, considering that it's a very large, long game. Especially San Andreas. I mean, if you thought that Grand Theft Auto 4 was long, San Andreas is much, much longer. Dive and out long. Section of Outlaw, take his gold, take his iron dagger, iron swords. Oh my god. I'm carrying too much to be able to run. Dagger, that should make me able to run. Here's the iron sword that I needed to drop. I don't like weight limits in games where you can only carry so much. There used to be a weight limit on who could ride a which mounts in World of Warcraft, and that was really annoying. Yes, I know, I'm an avid player of World of Warcraft. Well, I used to be. Then I gave up for a while. But I'd like to get back into it. Just a lever. Okay, so all I really remember about Bleak Falls Barrow is soon we're going to be coming up on a place with quite a number of undead, to put it blatantly. Take the thief. I love those books that give you a skill point upgrade, but I also love to just read books. What? Oh, it's Skeever. Stupid Skeever. I mean, I'm playing with a mouse for once, and I'm still having trouble moving around enough. Maybe I need to up my mouse sensitivity. I'll save that for later, though, once I'm off screen. Since I'd really hate to make you all wait while I up my mouse sensitivity. So anyways, Skyrim was on sale. It might still be on sale, and if it is, you should definitely nab a copy, but if it isn't, well, if it isn't, nab a copy anyways. Skyrim is one of the greatest games you will ever play. And while you're at it, get Oblivion as well. And maybe Morrowind. Maybe Morrowind. Morrowind isn't really as good as Skyrim. I mean, it's good, it's very good. It's just a lot more archaic. By which I mean to say, there's a lot less. It's a lot harder to get anything done in Morrowind. You're constantly facing off against huge enemies that are almost impossible to kill, or you're facing off against difficult locations to locate. So that's why I suggest only give Morrowind a try if you're a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls series. Because it's a really good game, it's just insanely hard compared to most of what people play these days. Although then again, Morrowind makes some of the old NES games look like a walk in the park. Am I right, or am I right? No, I wasn't alive for the NES. But I have played it quite thoroughly. My brother is a huge fan of the older video game systems, so he owns an NES and an SNES, and I've played them all. And NES games, let me tell you, they are hard.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
But then again, I guess if you're interested in hard games, that's good. And they're not bad, not by any means. NES games are oftentimes very fun. Now then, what am I doing talking about NES games on a Skyrim playthrough? Can that be farther from the point?